everybody, and welcome back to the stream. I'm Abby Hackemup, and we are back with our masks game tonight. I'm not muted today, nothing's wrong with my microphone, and so far so good, except for the number, but I fixed that. Thank you, Alex. We are back with our heroes in training. I am joined by all my lovely players tonight, and we are going to get into some shenanigans as much as we can. So, let's go around and have everyone introduce themselves and tell people where they can find you. Starting, of course, with Miss Savannah.
Hello, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. I'm here Sunday nights. I'm also most days over on my home channel, Game Nights. This game with two G's and Nights with a K. Either playing in games or running them or doing some really silly shit like we did earlier when we did a one shot where everybody was a different Sean Bean and they kept getting killed, and it was very fun. So yeah, you can check me out over there most days when I'm not here. But today I am playing Sophia Minea, Nemia, who is the bull.
Thank you very much. I found out tonight that I have a fairly decent Sean Bean impression. It's not great, but
It's
I mean,
pretty
for like
good.
5 minutes of prep, can't complain. Next up is the lovely Rachel.
I thought your Sean Bean was spot on.
Thank you. It's because I was yelling. I was doing a scene where I was
It
yelling.
really does make it easier.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna find that and make it a highlight.
It really made my day. I was like, who is this right now? Hi, I'm Rachel Elizabeth. You can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth. I'm here on Sundays and sometimes on my channel. I haven't streamed in a while. I'll get back to it eventually. And I'm everywhere else on the internet that my friends asked me to be. And tonight I am playing Jupiter Jennings, the Outsider.
Wonderful, wonderful. And of course, we have the lovely Tanya.
Oh, hey, I'm Tanya Roland. You can find me at Tanya Roland pretty much everywhere. Also on Instagram, my Pugstagram, the Abominable Pugs. They're on there, weird pictures. But tonight I am Nancy the Doomed, also known as the Devereaux.
Yes, and last but not least is our. I always think at the last minute that I should say something funny, but I'm not going to. It's just Alex.
Hi, I'm just Alex. I'm OMG some guy on the internets. Much like Savvy, I'm mostly over on GGK, either Tuesdays running the show or Thursdays in Elegant Magics. And I mean, Val kind of talked about a little on Saturday. Maybe I'll be doing something on Saturday soon. We'll see. So you should be checking that out. And then obviously I'm here Sunday nights playing Billy Burns, whose hero name is Rune, and playbook the Nova.
And I'm LB Hackemup. I'm your dungeon mistress, your master of ceremonies, your game master for the evening. And I'm going to be running this show once my players figure out what they are going to do. Boy, will I do it. We'll be doing it. I'm excited. So yeah, we're gonna get into things. And yeah, we ended last session. There was somewhat of a planning scene, but let's get into the wrap up from last week with Rachel. Go ahead, take away.
That's me. Dear Diary, well, I had a wild couple of days, and this was after several days of partying in Prague, so you know it was a juicy week. Where to even begin? Okay, so I went on my first date with Carter Friday night. Well, really my first date with anyone. We both like each other, and I don't want to be in an exclusive relationship with anyone right now because I literally just started dating. He handled that well, and it was a really great first date, albeit a little weird because neither of us really know how to transition from friends into something more, so we're slowly adding things to our friendship as it feels right. He walked me to the gate, and we had a pretty awesome kiss goodnight. I hope now that the awkward stuff is out of the way, we can get back to having fun together and not worry about how to act around each other. Billy was visiting his family for the weekend and spent some quality time with his little sister, Lizzie. She's adorable and makes me wish I had a younger sibling. I guess Billy's parents are still a little wary of him doing the hero work, but they just want what's best for him. So I hope they remain supportive. They seem to be his biggest cheerleaders. Lizzie actually ended up helping Billy navigate the Sophia situation because apparently 6-year-olds are more emotionally intelligent than teenagers, which honestly isn't that surprising given the drama in my friend group recently. Most of which was caused by me. Anyway, they FaceTime Sophia so Lizzie could talk to her, which led to Billy and Sophia having a conversation about their situation. Billy told Sophia he has feelings for her and that they had seen Amanda and he has feelings for her. He also called Sophia out on the fact that she's anger as a shield in almost all situations, and going forward, that's not a constructive reaction to default to. And now Sophia and Billy are going on a date. So Saturday night, Sophia sent me a very passive aggressive text about how she hasn't seen me at all. So I went down there. I told her I hadn't been avoiding her. I'd just been giving her the space she said she needed, but that we should probably talk about everything that happened. She said that she was trying this new thing called yelling. I explained that my perception of the situation between her and Billy had been that Billy had been in love with her because of the differences in the ways he interacted with her. Sophia pointed out that that was probably because they had known each other since they were kids. And since I have literally no frame of reference for that kind of a relationship and friendship dating back that far, my assumption was that he was just crazy about her. And granted, I wasn't entirely wrong because he does have feelings for her. I just misjudged the depth. So then Sophia gave me the breakdown of her conversation with Billy and how she was feeling about it. And then I told her where I was at with Carter. And a major twist that is not at all how I thought our conversation after all the drama was going to go. Sophia and I ended our night by making out. It was awesome. Apparently I have a lot of work to do on the intricacies of interpersonal relationships because I'm not entirely sure what happened in that conversation to get us there, but I'm really hyped about where it went. I'm also not going to tell anybody about it unless Sophia wants to. Boundaries. Okay, so Sunday morning, Nancy came over to my room and when she got back from her grandpa's. I told her that Sophia and I were cool, but I hadn't talked to Billy yet. She told me that Sophia and her were cool because watching Golden Girls Sticks is everything. And Nancy also admitted to being into Jackie, but not really ready to go on a date with her yet, but that she wants to hang out with her in a non-date capacity. But she was also just ready to get over with and hang out with her already. I don't know what the hesitation is. They have tons to talk about. Even if it's not a date, they can talk about how much they hate Ed McMahon, so it won't be awkward. Jackie is a total force of nature. She has to be fun to hang out with. As she was leaving my room, she texted everybody that she was going to go watch Golden Girls and have some popcorn if everybody wanted to come over. So before I went to Nancy's, I went to go check in with Billy and try to smooth things over with an apology and an assurance that I will retire my meddlesome ways. Things seem to be okay between us, and we're going to work on some trust building now that the damage control is over. Okay, so we were watching the Golden Girls in Nancy's room, hanging out, minding our own business. Everything's cool. We're feeling like a team again. Until the screen changed and this cloaked figure in a gold-trimmed white mask with two faces appeared. The screen was a bit fuzzy and this deep voice started coming out of the speakers. The voice reverberated through everything and they introduced themselves as the Last Laugh and said they were part of the band of bad guys. They said that their group wants to break the bonds of those in power. They champion equality and want to let people gain powers and learn whatever they want, and that we could relieve ourselves of any curses that afflict us. You know, all the seductive things we secretly or not secretly wanted to hear. And then they invited us to come speak with them and see what they had to say, and that they'd be in touch. Ominous. Naturally, we all kind of lost it a bit and started planning like a full-on, let's split up, Nancy and Jupiter will go infiltrate while Billy and Sophia stay nearby as backup thing, and everybody all got all hyped up. We went through a bunch of what ifs and things that we should do, like to figure out a way that they could track us. But ultimately, we realized that we kind of just had to wait until they contacted us again. So that's where we're at. Literally everything is probably about to go wrong. Do you think we should sew air tags into our underwear?
Perfect. Thank you very much for that recap. As always, wonderful. Good to hear. Well performed. So yeah, we are gonna jump into it. Do you guys want to pick up Monday morning on your way to classes, or did you want to decide anything for sure Sunday night? That's up to y'all. I don't mind punching ahead, but I don't want to step on anything.
I don't have anything for Sunday.
Okay. All right. Classes are resuming. You guys get to your homeroom in your typical fashions, either early on time or just on time. Your classmates are sitting around chatting. Your friends and of course Amanda's there, and Tony isn't in your homeroom, but he is. There are the normal peeps. Your teacher is standing up at the front. She is in her normal form, not as Baba Yaga this morning, at least not yet. And announcements start as usual. Sorry, my brain isn't connecting today, so if I stutter on people, it's not because I'm unfocused, it's because my brain won't start. As usual. But Johnny Vibes comes over the speaker and he says that he's glad that everyone's back and that he is excited to get classes going again. He talks a little about the preventative measures that they have taken, and after studying the events, the break-ins, all of that sort of thing, they have been able to put up barriers so that those who could teleport in can no longer into the school grounds. So that is the update from them. Is there anything you guys want to do before your first class? Do you want to talk to anybody? Do you want to move on through your day? Like, what's your plan, I guess?
We didn't hear when we heard from the band of bad guys. That was just our room because we went out in the hallway.
Right.
No one else reacted.
Didn't seem to be any other reactions.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say in homeroom, like Nancy's kind of a little more quiet and just listening in case anyone else heard anything, but nothing other than that for me.
No, there's a little bit of gossip. A lot of people did go home over the weekend and over the week. So they're just talking about different things. What's her name? Tara is talking about how she and her dad went on a hike in the Appalachians. And they met with some of their old relatives and they had a barbecue. It was a good time. That sort of stuff. That's about it.
Which that takes on a different meaning when you remember, oh yeah, her dad's Mothman.
Exactly. There's other creatures up there as well, not
Yep.
just moth people.
A family full of creatures, eh?
Indeed. Such is life, though.
Yeah, I think everybody's family's got a couple creatures.
Especially with this group, for sure. All right. Next class, you guys have your normal schedule for a Monday, which is the cost of hero work with Saucer. Then you have public relations after that with Pick It Up. And then you have hand-to-hand combat with Saber Leaf in the afternoons. And you can do, Mondays are usually your free days. Tuesdays you do hero work out in the field. So after classes you have the afternoon, evening to yourself. So what do you want to do?
Jupiter is going to suggest, now that everybody's kind of in a good spot, it feels like everybody's in a good spot, to see if everybody wants to go like to like the team training room maybe, or like do like a team workout or run, like what everybody's feeling, like just to feel that out with the squad.
Oh, well, till when? How late are we going to be doing that till?
No, just like an hour or so,
So like
4,
okay.
right? We get out of school at 3. I don't know. What time does school get out?
3:15. No, 3:17 is when my high school got out.
All right, 3:17, 4:17. You'll be free by 4:30 if you have plans tonight.
I'm going to go see Jackie and I'm going to wear that outfit you brought me.
Ooh.
Hold on. Back up.
Yeah, team exercise. I know. I don't want to.
No, not that far back.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna get dinner with Jackie. It's not a big deal. We're just getting dinner. It's
Is it a date?
cool. I'm freaking out.
Is it a date?
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like I'm saying no, but I know it is. Like
So
it
yes.
probably is. But if it's not, that's okay too. I don't want to be embarrassed.
So you've already like decided what you're gonna wear and everything.
Well,
you don't
Jupiter.
need any assistance.
Oh, well, okay. We're just gonna have to come to my room afterward. Jupiter bought me an outfit. I don't know if it's too fancy for a date. And like you can help me like make sure it fit pretty well, but I'll need your help. I need a boy's opinion, Billy.
Sure.
You're
but
coming. You're just
I-
gonna come afterwards with us.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll try to help, but I don't know why you need a boy's opinion since Jackie's not a boy.
I know, but it'll just make me feel better. I've never gone out with a girl, so I need to know what a boy thinks, and then maybe I'll understand what she thinks. I don't know.
Plus, Billy's got good taste.
Yeah.
You've worn at least one of my tank
Thanks.
tops before.
So since you have plans tonight, would it help you to like blow off some steam to do like a little like
Yes,
workout?
yes,
You know, like
yes.
yeah. Do you want to like use powers, or do you want to do like physical activity?
Powers.
Okay.
I want to feel confident and like that'll
All
probably
right.
help.
So let's go see if we can grab the training room.
Okay. Thank you. I like this. I know it's not all about me, but
But like it is.
thank
And
you.
it can be.
All right, you guys are able to snag a training room. They have plenty. Monday is not a really busy day. Usually people want to take the day off since they just had the weekend. So you guys want to go into one of the big training facilities to do a scenario?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we like scroll through the scenarios?
Sure.
Like, is there like something that we can do? Just kind of like talking out loud to everybody. What about like a couple like, you know, minor bad guys, but like a lot of debris so that you can use your like telekinetic stuff to like throw at them while Billy creates portals to like move Sophia and I around,
I love this.
maybe?
I can also double up on throwing if we need something like
Mhm.
that.
Do like a group of like minor bad guy minion
Mm.
things.
Sure.
Okay. Just go scroll through and find something.
Yeah, you
Workable.
find. Yeah, you're gonna. I think probably the easiest one for you guys to scenario wise is going to be not an alien attack, but a cybernetic alien attack, where there are multiple robotic creature things from outer space that are coming to attack you guys. You set the debris level to maximum. Everything loads up, and there's literally just piles that are 30 feet high, very undoable. It is just piles. So you dial it back down to about a 7, where it seems to be like a city that is on the verge of being destroyed. And that seems a little bit more workable. Are there any moves that you guys specifically want to work on? You want to do some throwing, some telekinesis stuff?
Yeah, Nancy wants to definitely do some telekinesis stuff,
Okay.
which this is perfect for her. So I'm just happy. I like she's already tossing stuff around a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Then why don't we have you roll your danger to directly engage these threats? Billy, you're going to be doing portal stuff.
Most likely.
Okay.
So gonna have to roll to charge up my powers for that.
Yes, please.
Oh boy.
I didn't. Oh, yeah, that's
So-
nice.
Yeah, so that is a 6. Gosh, that could be fun to start tonight off just immediately at 4 conditions. But given that it's training, we should probably use, just one team from the pool to bump it
Sure.
up.
Does that work for you guys? Yeah? Okay.
Yes, that's what that's for.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you guys have fucking 10. No, you don't. There's been a lot of downtime. What? Oh god, the dark mode. I can't see shit. I'm gonna reset your pool to after this. It will be at a 3. So you use one, you are at 3.
Gotcha.
I have fixed it.
I do still have to choose a condition to mark. What makes the most sense in training? We'll go with hopeless, even though that is the one that counters most of my rolls. Unleash your powers. So yeah. But yeah, then able to do portals and shit.
Okay. All right. So you are going to let's see, Nancy, you got a 9. You got a hit. So go ahead. You are directly engaging a threat. We don't have to go through this. You are able to because it's training scenario. But you are able to do so. Billy, you are creating portals. Sophia, you're throwing Jupiter through. What are you doing?
Yes, I'm throwing Jupiter through portals. No. I think Sophia
Like that Captain America and like Black Widow theme, which is like, no, it's gonna be fun.
gonna
Yeah.
fastball special Jupiter.
Yeah.
No, I think Sophia's kind of going between the two, like probably like popping through like portals, trying to get used to the sensation. But I think it's
Yeah.
also like if Nancy's ever like off in her throws, I think she's like running around like trying to like catch that debris and like redirect it. Essentially, I think it's like working on reflexes mostly.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Teamwork.
Teamwork, it's making the dream work, baby. All right. So why don't you go ahead and roll, would you say you're like, since you're just doing practicing stuff, you're assessing the situation, trying to work on your moves as opposed to
Yeah,
like
like
fighting.
situational awareness.
Yeah. All right, just go ahead and give me a roll.
Perp.
All right.
Man.
Nice. And Billy, can you give me a roll for your powers? Unless you have an argument for something else.
No, I'll go ahead and do that. This will work out to be a flat roll given the condition I just took. And that's
Hot
still
damn.
an 11.
Yes. All right, Billy's portals are on point. There are no issues. And it's just, I mean, you have no, everyone is placed in a perfect position. You're timing them right. Rachel, what is Jupiter doing?
She's kind of just like watching everybody else, making sure that like the team is working okay, getting, going through portals when it's supposed to be like her time to go through, and trying to like, hit these things when she can, using shape shifting, turning herself into larger things to like barrel into them when she gets a shot or something that flies if, they're in the air. That kind of a thing.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead
Support.
and, yeah. Give me a roll.
Do a danger
You're trying to
for hitting them.
be okay, or you are
Or-
trying to support via
Yeah,
the
we'll do it.
mundane.
We'll do a yeah.
Okay.
Do that.
Why is it everything got, oh, I'm wearing a wig, that's why. I was like, why am I so warm all of a sudden? Dang.
Yay.
All
Everything's
right,
working out great.
getting the good rolls out of the way early, guys.
No.
All right, you guys go through your training session. Sort of like about 45 minutes in, you hear the speaker come on over this facility, and you kind of look up and you see a small figure in the glass window above you, and it's the kid. And he comes over the speaker and just says, "Looking great, guys." And then once you are finished with your training, once you're finished with your scenario, he is no longer up there, but he opens the door in his 3-foot tall splendor, rocking just the best cardigan, and just a cardigan, his little tail flicking behind him. Wow. Working on stuff even without me, huh?
Yeah, well, given that how kind of weird things have been, we thought maybe just some basic practice might be good.
Yeah. You guys are smart and resourceful. Those are some good moves out there.
But do you have any notes for us?
Well, I'm
Just-
off duty
is it
now.
Notes, or is that just a theater thing?
I mean, grades, notes, whatever you want to call it. I just, I saw you guys had checked out the facility, and I thought it might be a good idea to come check it out. See you guys. I haven't been around for a while with all the stuff going on. But I heard you guys got into some crazy shit recently, huh?
Understatement of the century.
Been a
Well-
weird couple of weeks.
Yeah. Well, I've talked to the higher ups, and I think that it might be good for us to take some time off the streets. Give you guys a little bit more of a break since you've seen some pretty intense action recently. If you're okay with that. That way you don't have to go to training in the afternoons. Well, we could still do training. We're just not going in the field.
I mean, I definitely don't think any of us want to just sit around. I don't think we'd be doing hero work if we were that type. But
Mm.
I mean, maybe more training wouldn't be such a bad idea. But Are they sending any teams out on hero work patrols or?
Yeah, but very low risk stuff right now. Small towns, cats out of trees sort of thing.
Okay.
They're just a little nervous about all the stuff going on, especially on campus. Which I get. You're training to be heroes, but you are just, you know.
If
Kids.
there's a lot of stuff going on campus, maybe we want to get off campus.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of suck that the four of us who definitely proved we were capable are getting benched.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if you guys want to go out and do stuff, we totally can. But I gave them a chat about it, and if you want to, you know, pick up things tomorrow and then on Thursday, and you want to go out again, it's probably not going to be as intense as the last couple weeks for you guys. But we can send out to a city and do patrols.
Yeah, I don't think any of us want to just sit and do nothing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. We're a team, so everybody has a vote.
No, I think going out and still doing stuff would be good. I mean, we got to get used to dealing with stuff and being heroes.
Agreed.
All right.
So, don't bench us.
What a sound coach.
He does
We're the
a
heavy
hearty
hitters.
goat laugh. Yeah. Well, I gotta say, I like you kids. All right. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, 1:00 by the transports.
Be there.
He puts his hoof to his head and gives you a wave, and walks out.
We'll be there unless we're gone already. I don't know.
Well, we have every intention to show up tomorrow.
Yeah, so this makes our leaving to go with a band of bad guys kind of hit home, I feel like.
Yeah, it was just gonna look super weird if the four of us of all people were like, yeah, no, we're fine. We'll sit out.
Yeah, it's totally cool. Nobody would believe that from this
No.
group.
Instant suspicion.
Yeah. Because we've been bugging them since we started to give us more responsibility. If we just sat back, they'd be like, what's going on?
That's true. I feel less manipulative then,
Oh, I mean, it's totally manipulative.
but a little less. Kind of.
Depending on how you look at things, every interaction with people is manipulation to some degree.
Oh,
It's a
Wow.
very bleak way of looking at it.
I was
Depressing.
gonna
Just
say it's
gotta-
pretty positive, but yeah.
Well,
Well, it makes me feel
and
better.
yeah, and like maybe the band of bad guys, them talking to us, the meet will become like when we're out. You know what I mean? Like if we just hang around here, maybe they won't contact us again. We should just go about business as normal.
Especially since the principal's just saying they put up new defenses. I mean, I don't know if they put them up overnight or what, but maybe they can't even get in contact with us on campus anymore.
Yeah, and we don't know how long it's gonna be. It could be an hour, it could be a month. We don't know.
So, business as usual.
More importantly, it's time to go get me dressed to go meet Jackie.
Yeah, shower and we'll meet in your room in like
Yes.
30.
Perfect.
'Kay.
Do I dry my hair or do you want to? Are you going to help me do my hair? Should I have you dry it or should I dry it?
We'll do it.
Okay.
You do
Ooh, I-
so.
Just got one of those like round brushes that also dries.
Ooh. We'll use that. Should we do it straight or curly?
Just thinking like a nice beach wave.
All right.
It's like nice, but still a little casual.
Yes. Effortlessly cute.
And then if it gets windy or something, you don't really have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Billy, you're gonna learn so much.
Right. Okay. Should I take notes?
Just mental notes. If you ever grow your hair out, now you'll know what to do with it.
I mean, you can take notes if it makes you feel more comfortable.
I'll think about it.
All right,
Alright.
you guys make your
We
way
stop
up.
roasting Billy for a second.
Yeah. You make your way up to your rooms. You start getting Nancy ready. There is a full 80s montage of you getting ready. You get a text from, right before you get in the shower, you get a text from Jackie that just says, we're still on for tonight?
And Nancy writes, I'll be there.
All right, I'll pick you up, let's say 6.
And I write, sounds good. And then she puts her phone down. It's like, oh my God, she's going to come pick me up. I need to clean my room. Are you guys supposed to be here or should you be gone?
Okay. Don't panic. Just because she's going to pick you up doesn't mean she has to come inside your room.
Okay. I mean, I'm not panicking. I'm fine. Okay. Yeah. But like the door's going to open and she's going to see inside. Are you just going to hide behind the door? Hide behind the door. That'll be funny and make me relax a little bit. Can we do that? Will you do that? Can we do that? Okay.
Sure. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. No big deal.
She wouldn't have agreed to go out with you if she didn't like you.
I do, as nervous as I am pretty confident that like she at least enjoys my company.
She definitely enjoys at least one aspect of it.
I mean, we already made out, so I don't know what I'm freaking out about, right?
Exactly.
And she wanted to go out with me after we made out.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm good.
She didn't like you. She wouldn't want to hang out anymore.
That's true.
She'd
She
be
got-
like, thanks for the wonderful evening. See
Bye.
you later.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. You see Nancy, like, she's been freaking out, even though she pretends she's not. But like maybe 20% calmer after this conversation.
All right. Anything else before the allotted time?
Nancy sends Grandpa a text
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, I'm going out for the night. But my friends know where I'm at. I have a date. And then
Oh.
she turns notifications for her grandpa off.
You will come back to a few. But for now, your phone is quiet. You get a text message at 6 o'clock that says 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes later, Jackie gets you have a knock on your door.
So I'm like, open the door. Or like before I open, I'm like, you guys are hiding. You're in. You hid. Okay.
I think maybe Billy cast like a veil on us or something so
Yeah.
that we're
An
able to-
invisibility cloak that all 3 of us are hunched
Mhm.
under. Your 2 like almost 6-foot friends and your 6-foot friend.
Yes.
Before I open, I'm like, I hope she doesn't just come in here and make out with me because that'll be really uncomfortable. Oh, hi. Hey, good to see you.
She is wearing a nice like red flannel t-shirt pullover that has she's wearing like a white tank top underneath. She's got like nice jeans on that allow her tail to come out the back. Her hair is sort of poofed off to the side, but she's not wearing her normal beanie. It's kind of just shaped. Her hair has been shaped, but she does look pretty cash. She has her normal necklace with a ring on it. And she goes, "Hey, sugar cakes, you ready to go?"
Yeah. Am I dressed okay? Is this like,
I mean, you look amazing.
oh, I mean, you look good too. Yeah. Let's go.
All right. She will lead you down to the back of the building where she has parked her motorcycle. Gives you a helmet to put on if you so choose.
Nancy puts on a helmet. Safety first, man.
Safety first, guys. And she takes you, she sweeps you away in her 6'4" strong girl physique. And
I think back in Nancy's room after she like closes the door, it's just like, so do we just stay here the whole time? What do we do now?
had not thought that far ahead.
We can go see a movie.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure there's something playing.
Or should we watch something in case we get panic texts from Nancy that she needs saving?
Ooh. We could pay-per-view something.
Or there's gotta be a red box down the street.
Sophia's already logging on to the pay-per-view account that Nancy definitely has.
Just hanging out in her room, waiting for her to get back, like we're her parents.
I love it.
That's where all the snacks are.
That's true.
It
That's
is
true. All right, Nancy, you are taken to a part of the downtown that's sort of not quite on the main strip, but very close to, in this small-ish town. And you pull up and you see a sign. It seems like a very lively place. There's a lot of people walking around, laughing, having fun. The sign outside says Land of Ribs. It is a barbecue joint. And she puts the kickstand down and then kind of helps you off the bike as it's easier for the person on the back to get off. And then she puts the helmets down. And I hope you like barbecue. This is just my favorite place in town.
Yeah, this sounds amazing, actually.
I would highly recommend the brisket. It is choice.
I love brisket.
All right. She opens the door. It's there is a live band playing, and it is like you can hear each other if you yell, sort of place. But she will walk up to the counter, order herself a. I was gonna say she orders a beer, but I don't want to set a bad precedent because she is driving. She orders a sarsaparilla and some barbecue. You takes your order as well, and you guys get your baskets. And she'll like lean in your ear. Do you want to sit inside or outside?
It's like, I don't know, inside's pretty cool, but we can't really talk. But I really like this music.
Oh, you can hear it from outside.
Okay, let's go outside.
All right. And
Nancy,
she
your head's like, shit. Now I have to like think of stuff to talk about. Oh my god.
You make it to the little picnic tables outside where you are able to have a nice little dinner. It is very messy, and she is. I mean, how awkward are you? Do you think, or do you relax after a little while?
Yeah, at first I think Nancy is very intimidated, but like now that Nancy's in front of her and they're just eating food together, she remembers like how easy it was,
Mm-hmm.
and then just kind of settles into like, oh my god, I'm having settles into a really just fun time. I imagine we like bring up Ed McMahon, how much he sucks. Nancy does share her theories with Jackie.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she's all about it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Nancy has completely lost awkwardness.
Good.
And at one point, she excuses herself to go to the bathroom so she can text the group.
Mm-hmm.
And she just texts like, going amazing. I don't know what I was so worried about. Hope you're having fun in my room still. Because Nancy knows. Nancy knows they're still in there with all the snacks and TV.
We'll take a group picture and send it to her.
So Nancy comes back to table. She's like, my friends say hi, and shows her the picture.
She gives a hearty laugh, and you every once in a while when she laughs really hard, you do notice like the table shakes a little bit, and then like water in the glasses like really shakes. But she is containing her powers at this point. She's she knows how to work it. So yeah. Is there anything specifically you want to talk about, or is you want to just head back?
I imagine we're pretty super comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I have a really uncomfortable question, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want to. Okay.
All right. Ominous. I like it. Go ahead.
So I noticed that, like, how do do you cut the hole in your pants for your tail, or do you have to buy it like that?
That is not a very serious question, but I appreciate you treating it like that. No, it is I mean, there are a lot of people around this world that have tails. You can find a place you can order them from, or if you like, you know, you can have them sewn in, or some people just wear low riders that kind of move around it. Just depends on where your tail is and how much space you need.
Okay. I mean, I've been wondering that. Like every time I think about you after the last time we met, I mean, that does pop in my head. Like, where does the tail go? I didn't understand that.
Well, I appreciate you thinking about my tail from time to time.
I mean, no big deal. And as soon as like she has to deal with like feelings directly, Nancy kind of goes in a little bit,
Uh-huh.
but then like kind of shakes it off. And like throughout the date, Nancy does try to like reach across, and like
Uh-huh.
Nancy's kind of like, fuck it at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be taken away and be gone at some point. So she's
Mhm.
reaching across, like grabbing her paw or hand, whichever.
Yeah.
and like making
Yeah, no,
moves.
she goes back to, you know, she goes to the bathroom or goes to get another round of drinks. Comes back, sits on your side of the table, full on arm around you, like she's very comfortable with you. Yeah, it's a very, like, she is very relaxed in all this. I think at some point she'll, like, see how you're feeling about a kiss, like, a little something something on the mouth, but, like, if
Nancy
you're,
hates PDA, but she
Uh-huh.
is all in. She doesn't give a shit right now.
all right. So yeah, you guys have a wonderful little date, and you are taken. She'll ask you if you did you want to go get something else? Are you ready to hit the hay? We do have class tomorrow. It's getting kind of late. We have the curfew. I could.
Oh, I know. I wanted some ice cream, but yeah, I guess it is getting kind of late. Maybe, I mean, we could go get ice cream next time.
Yeah. Does that mean you want to go out again?
I mean, if you do, I think it's just, I've never met someone else that hates Ed McMahon without me telling them to hate Ed McMahon, you know?
Well, your uncle is, or your grandpa is really into it too, huh?
I know. It's just like someone that I like to kiss sometimes, you know, that also has the same interests as me.
It's
This is new
nice.
for me, you know?
Yeah. Well, I like hanging out with you, Nancy, and
Thank you.
you know, we don't make a lot of friends in this business, at least that aren't work companions, so it's good to find someone you can talk to and relate on those issues.
Nancy kisses Jackie.
Yes.
And she's like, thank you. I mean, yeah. Cool. And then just walks to the motorcycle, puts her
Mhm.
helmet on herself, and waits for Jackie to go over there.
Yeah, she mounts up, helps you on, and takes you back to your dorm. Do you invite her up?
No.
Okay.
Nancy's like, all right, Leah, like you said, it is getting late. I think my friends are waiting for me. Not waiting for me, you know. I need to go talk to my friends
Yeah.
because of class. You know, team stuff. You get it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well,
She'll take off her helmet, and while she is still mounted and holding up the motorcycle, she will like kind of pull your chin in and kiss you. There's a little bit of a makeout session.
Yeah.
And then she'll put her helmet on over. Oh, just picturing her putting her helmet on because she has a muzzle. And puts the visor down, gives you a little salute, and rides off to her section of the her dorm.
So Nancy goes upstairs and like opens the door. And then she just goes, "Oh my God." And then like screams in her hands and like flops down on her bed.
Which
and, like,
I think
kind of
hearing someone come to the door, like Billy quickly turned us all invisible again, so you don't see us
Oh, really?
there at first, just in case. But
Quick
then
thinking.
it's like, oh, okay, it's just Nancy. And
I
I'm like,
imagine I
drop
plopped
the
down
invisibility.
on someone on the bed, but I don't care. I'm too excited and happy. and then like just talk about the date with everybody, kind of rehash detail by detail. I'm like, did you hear her say that I looked good when I opened the door? Did you guys hear that?
Because you do look good.
Thank you so much, Jupiter, for this outfit. And you
Not
guys-
the outfit.
okay. Okay.
That just gave you the confidence, but you always look good.
Nancy wants to be like more self-deprecating because she's more comfortable that way, but she just gives in and just says thank you, and then sits down to snuggle in and watch whatever you guys are watching.
We're finishing up some bad
Horror
action
movie.
movie that we found, like some medium budget, has like the knockoff high-end characters, but it looked like it was full of action and adventure.
Yeah. All right. Anything else tonight, kids? Okay.
No.
You guys go to your separate bedrooms. Have a lovely evening of sleep or studying or whatever it is you decide to do on this Monday evening. And y'all go to bed. And then it's Tuesday.
I will say, well, I guess that night she unmuted her grandpa.
Oh yeah, you got 10 text messages right in a row, and what? Tell me more. Is this the person you told me about? You have to tell me more about this. Where are you going? Are you gonna be safe? Use protection, and then those sort of things. And then the last one is, I'm pretty sure you've muted me at this point. Have a good night. Let me know when you're safe.
I just text him, went out with a girl named Jackie tonight. She's awesome. We had a good time. Love you, Grandpa. Good night.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of throws her phone away like it's a bomb. Like, oh my God, what's he going to say?
Mm-hmm.
And then she also has been texting Jackie a little bit off and on.
Uh-huh.
Just saying she had fun making small talk and whatever people that just start dating talk about.
Yeah, just stupid shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I liked that place. Do you know that band?
Yeah.
Do they play there often? They always have live music? All right. Tuesday. Is there anything you guys want to do before you do your hero work?
Would we, because we had the whole conversation about, the band of bad guys might reach out to us when we're out in the field. Would we have done the thing already of letting someone know, or because we might encounter them on patrol, or are we not expecting it to move that quickly?
You
It's a lot of pre-planning for
Yeah.
this group.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to tell someone, but we didn't want to
Yeah.
because you guys were going to stay back. But now that we're going out into the world at some point, yeah, maybe we should talk about it.
Well, I mean, I think also, given that this will be an official excursion, we do kind of have that covered of just
Yeah,
if we don't
safety
come
net.
back,
Safety net.
then
Good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah, we have a safety net. They know that we're going. They know how many of us there are. They know exactly where they're going to put us on patrol. So if something happens, it's
Yeah. So I guess we're not telling anyone.
it's not like we're going off on our own. Did we want to try? So do we have classes in the morning and then a break and then hero work, or is it classes in the morning and then straight to hero work? I don't remember.
You have classes and then you have a lunch break where you can go get lunch, or you can have lunch on campus or something, and then you have your hero work.
Okay. Do you guys want to do a working lunch where we go to the library and maybe do a little research while we have a sandwich before we go do hero work to see if we can get some research stuff in?
Would Nancy see Jackie at lunch?
No,
Or do
she's
we-
a grade above you.
Okay.
So you don't really, I mean, you could if you wanted to go, I guess, to lunch at the
We
same
would-
place. Yeah, the dormitories are set up so that there's a bunch of different cafeterias, one
Okay.
connected to your dorms, or you could go to the main one on campus, or you can go into town, whatever you want.
I would say since we don't regularly see each other, Nancy's down with Jupiter's plan then of going to the library and doing some research. Nancy's got like hearts in her eyes, so she's not really going to concentrate on anything that's going to happen. It's like how you feel, yeah, after the first awesome date you have and you're just punch drunk, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys, you want to go to the library?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to look some stuff up, news
Sure.
articles and such.
You make your way to it's a very large facility. It is basically what a college campus would have for their library. It's 3 stories. You walk in and you have to like show ID, your student ID, and to go through and all that sort of stuff. And sort of as you guys are walking through, you want to go to like the history section, or what's up? You want to go to the computers?
Yeah, I would say computers to look for like news articles, like in the
Microfilm?
area.
We're doing microfilm?
No. We've established that they didn't go back that far as much as I want to use a microfilm machine.
Girl, if you want to do microfilm, I can do that. I can have that for you.
It's
Got
okay. We'll
you.
find another way to
Okay.
get this involved at some point. Microfiche.
Yes, yes.
But no, yeah, I think probably like one of us at the computer is doing like the, internet research to deep dive into like as
Mhm.
many articles as possible. And
Sure.
then maybe one of us, I don't know, looking up other stuff. I mean, it's
Yeah.
really
And-
current events, so there's not gonna be much in books probably. So it's probably
Right.
mostly computer work.
Nancy's like kind of sitting behind Jupiter, like helping her, but really she's just kind of sitting back, like with a big grin on her face, texting Jackie throughout her whole lunch break. So sorry, I'm not very helpful.
Yeah, you guys kind of break off and start to do some research. And Sophia, as you're walking through, you kind of see movement out of the corner of your eye, and as you look over, Tony has spotted you, and he kind of like sits up. He had his feet up on a table, and he was doing some research and some sketching. And he kind of just like, you're about like 20 yards away, and he like stops and then like waves in your direction.
She'll go say hi.
Hey, I don't see you here very often. Are you not doing your hero work this afternoon?
Yeah, we are. We're just having a little study session.
Cool. Anything I can help with?
I don't think so. Just basic like team stuff.
All right, cool. I was actually gonna call you or text you or something. I was just thinking maybe if you wanted to, I found a really cool coffee shop in town, that you can get coffee and do like a paint sort of situation where the artist will walk you through like how to paint a certain thing, and they give you all like the tools and supplies and stuff. They do it on like Thursday nights.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, cool. I'll text you with the details then.
Cool.
Cool. I mean, I'll be here if you guys need help with anything. I know this place pretty well, backwards and forwards.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Cool. He like leans back in the chair a little bit too far and sits up and puts his feet back on the table, smiling, and goes back to research.
Goes and sits with her friends. So
So
I don't know where anything is in here.
Oh, okay. I think maybe one of us should search like the names of the players that we know of in the band of bad guys, maybe. See if we can find any references to them anywhere on the internet. I don't think they'll give us access to student files of the ones that went missing, but if we really need that information, I can always shapeshift into something little like really late tonight and sneak into the principal's office. If we really need to do some sketchy research. And then maybe one of us look for news articles about the band of bad guys and things that they've been doing, maybe not like that we haven't heard about, if they've claimed like responsibility for other things that have happened. And then that's it. I'm out of ideas. That's all I got. This isn't my area of expertise. I'm just trying to make Billy not be the only one who cares about researching stuff.
I Yeah, no, I appreciate that. It's certainly a good start. But yeah, so I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think the researching stuff that they've done that we might not have heard of could be a little tricky. So I might take that one, look for instances of, other people's powers going away or not working, or, again, based on kind of the power sets we've run into, other reports of that happening. But that could be tricky. So yeah, I can do that if others want to handle the more straightforward stuff.
An idea popped into Jupiter's head. I don't know from where.
Do tell.
Her imaginary friend named Mecca suggested that maybe they look at the list of books that were borrowed and see if the names of the bands of bad guys, people that left, were on any of the names of borrowed books. My imaginary friend says.
Genius.
My imaginary friend is smarter than me. And we love him.
Sophia's already gotten on one of the computers and has started combing through Twitter feeds.
All right. I mean, you guys already know the names of some of the villains that which you can see in the on the Roll20. You have your list of villains as far as the ones that you know: the Beholder, Beastly Shadow, Scurry, and Smoker. Professor Nemesis is he's his own thing. So you have Smoker's real name and Scurry's real name because they went to the school. You also know that you know that one of the students was taken. She didn't go with them, but you do know that Scott Terrafor, aka Aqualion, went with them last year. I'll add his stuff. And then Banana, who was Lily Vanderswell. I'll add their cards so that you guys can have that. Why don't we do some... That's not what I wanted. Why don't you guys do some assess the situation rolls, and we'll do questions. You don't have to do questions from that list, but...
I just started looking at all the character cards again and looked at Carter's and forgot that you just did Robbie Amell. Very much not a 17-year-old.
Yes.
And so I'm just imagining trying to present this student ID that says 17. It's just a grown-ass man on it.
Yep.
Young Robbie Amell, okay?
Yeah, yes, yes.
All right.
Well, I just rolled a 6.
All right. Nancy, you're kind of doing other stuff anyways, right?
Yep, that makes sense.
Right.
Ooh, I get to market potential, right? Even for this or no?
Yes, you do. Yeah, make sure you mark your potentials when you are failing rolls. So you already failed one earlier, right? Oh no,
that was blah.
That was me.
Oh no, but
we,
you switched
bumped it
yeah.
up rather than give me 3 conditions.
Yeah. Don't forget you can... Okay, honey, I need you to move from here. You can clear conditions by helping friends and do other things like that. Okay.
Mine missed. I think Carter texted her at the exact moment when she was starting to get into a groove, and then now it's all thrown off.
Mm-hmm.
We'll blame Carter.
Yeah. It's not about you, Carter. And Sophia, you got a 7. Billy, you got a 9.
Yes.
All right. What are you two specifically looking for?
So Sophia has picked out the students that we know went with the band of bad guys and starts filtering through their social media.
Yeah.
To see around the sort of like in a short like time period, like before they left, if they connected with anybody on social media that is sus.
Okay.
Like Like maybe somebody's got an account on there
Mm-hmm.
to do some research on students, that kind of thing, that she could maybe
Yeah.
trace back to an actual person.
Hello, Krieg. Can we get a cat in the chat, please? Since he wants to be on. He's
You
here.
can't just put your butt on people.
You tell him, please.
I know it works pretty well for me.
All right. Is there anyone specifically you want to know about, or do you just want in general?
Just in general.
Okay. All right. So the most recent one, of course, is Banana. She had a fairly active social media. She had an Instagram account and a Twitter for her her persona, her hero persona. It is like the way people post pictures of cats. It is a lot of snakes on there, since her ability is to control snakes, much like Aquaman can control fish. And she is basically, there's a lot of selfies of her. She has quite a few of her like full body in her uniform and just covered in snakes, a lot of that sort of stuff. But you know that she left about, I want to say 3 months ago. And kind of before that, there was an uptick in her follower count after she posted a picture of herself in the field doing training. And you see some comments like, oh, your powers are amazing. What are their names? Do they have hats? A lot of that sort of stuff. And you do see one that is a little interesting, that says, like, your power could be amazing. And the picture is sort of just this swirl, this a clear background with a gray swirl. And when you click on that page, it's private, but they are following quite a few people, and you do notice that they're following you as well. Their name is at Black Lily.
Since we've already been contacted by the Band of Bad Guys, I'm gonna request to follow them back.
Okay. All right.
And wait and see what happens.
Okie dokie. And let's see, you rolled a 7?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just double check the thing. Okay, yeah, so you get to ask one question, and so that'll be yours. Billy, what exactly are you looking for?
Billy is looking into any things that maybe on the surface would not appear to be the Band of Bad Guys, but might otherwise be like reports of people stumbling on these weird other dimensional spaces that repeat, like the creepy little girl, or reports of people's powers suddenly going away. Maybe they took the powers from someone and didn't give them back, or maybe it was just a really smoky day out of nowhere and somewhere where it was otherwise clear weather.
Okay.
And so probably the most long shotty of things, but it's just like, okay, these are what we know people in the Band of Bad Guys can do. Let's see if it's popped up anywhere.
All right. It does take you a while to kind of search through all of these things. Nancy is completely abandoned, even looking like she is looking for things. Rachel, you have gone down a rabbit hole. You want to get this stuff. Carter got you distracted, but it is like a conspiracy theory sort of situation that you are down. You feel like you're doing a lot because you are continuing to move through these things. Not a ton is popping up that's actual like creditable stuff, but there's a lot of like sightings or like this is what's happening, and a lot of it is conspiracy theory stuff.
Okay, guys, I've read like 400 Reddit comments, and this one guy, he thinks.
Exactly. So yeah, you, Billy, you start to look up different situations. You see you see a couple sort of in the western side of the country that happened probably about 2 years ago. There were a lot of these sort of blue lights that people were seeing, like almost like will-o'-the-wisp, like off in the distance there are these like odd lights that are moving in sort of a non natural function out in the world. I guess more flowy than that, which you might be attributing to someone that you've already seen before, known as Beastly Shadows, currently in custody. And you notice that it is around towns where there are there's another academy for younger heroes, and sort of during that time you have put together the pieces that there might have been some people who have joined from there. You continue to search. You find some information on a few people sort of in the not in the country you are in, but in other parts of the world that say they have been abducted by aliens, and that they were changed. They lost weeks of time. This was more so about 5 years ago, sort of maybe right before or right as the band was coming together. The band was coming together. And it seems to be, if not directly connected, very similar to like if they were trying to recruit people, or maybe they were just trying to find people that they could take, and in that sort of similar situation. There are no because the people have lost their memory, there's no like name specifically to it, but there are some there is a pattern as to like when they happened where, and you do see it kind of moving from west to east until about towards when the band was actually coming out and starting to have present themselves in your country. The last couple happened on the West Coast. I will give, I guess, Sophia, as you're looking through things, and as Billy is looking through things, I don't know. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Billy, if you want to relay that information or anything.
I think is writing it down in a notebook, but isn't sure how much of this could be actionable yet, because he's aware that what he's looking up is probably going to be the hardest to prove actually directly related, but maybe this could give us some clues or something. And so it's like, well, okay, if they're following the same pattern, then if they keep moving on and going more east, we want to look more to the east of wherever they are. I think that thought made sense.
Okay. Sophia, you get okay, let's say it's you guys were only going to be here for an hour and a half maybe for your lunch break. So that we'll say that's around the time. So what would you guys like to do?
Right to the transport bay, and I guess as we are suiting up, just be like, okay, so what did everyone find?
Okay.
Nancy's like, you guys, I'm sorry. I'll get my head back in the game. I'm sorry, I'm kind of worthless at the library.
It's okay. I tried really hard and I ended up down a Reddit rabbit hole reading a lot of like not verifiable information, but a lot of like theories and sightings, and nothing that I could nothing that was like tangible. This actually happened. Felt like a lot of conjecture on the internet.
Yeah.
So
that's the best.
Well, so I was pretty useless too. And I was really trying.
Well, I found some stuff that may be, Band of Bad Guys doing stuff way before they were, out as a villain group. But yeah, nothing that I think we can do much with yet.
Well, I might have found somebody.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so I was flipping through Instagram, specifically Bananas, a couple of others, right around the time, a little bit before she left, disappeared, whatever. This account had followed her and left some weird comments on her stuff because usually her stuff was like, "Oh my god, so cute, snakes, they wear hats, and also your powers are awesome." This one was like, "Your power could be great," which is a weird thing to say to somebody. It's private, but they do follow a lot of us. So I'm gonna try to see whose it is.
Jupiter's gonna check her like social media stuff. Like, what's the name? Does this person follow me? What's going on here?
What was it, like Black Lily?
There's numbers after it, of course, but yes. Yeah, they're following you. I assume Billy does not have an Instagram.
Probably not. I mean, he might have one that he never posts on, but just to like, probably mostly to like Sophia's posts about fashion stuff.
Yeah.
And so, Alex doesn't know enough about Instagram to know if that's a way to be on that platform, but yeah, it's
Pretty much how I'm on Instagram at this point.
Yeah.
does not put his own content out there, but
Mhm.
will just like friends' posts and such.
Mm-hmm.
But
Be
probably
supportive.
still has, it is clearly identifiable as Billy Burns. So
Yeah, I don't think that they're following you specifically, Billy.
gotcha.
Nancy, do you have an Instagram?
Yeah, Nancy has one. She doesn't post on it like all the time, but
Mhm.
enough.
Okay. Yeah, I'll shoot. They will be following you as well. Oh.
You said they will be following me?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Just not
That's
Billy.
interesting.
Why don't they follow Billy?
Well, Billy never posts anything.
Like not one post, Billy? Oh, I guess not.
I mean, there's maybe one of like Lizzie got his phone at one point and took a picture of like, check out this bug. And that's about it.
Oh, I remember that bug. That was a good bug.
But yeah, no, I'm basically just on here to press the like button and give my friends serotonin.
Are you butthurt that Black Lily doesn't follow you? Like what?
No, why would I care about who follows me on Instagram?
But maybe Black Lily's a Band of Bad Guys person or something? Recruitment?
Well, if it is, and I'm gonna try to find out, they wouldn't get much information from following Billy's account. So
Plus,
I
if
guess.
that's the only way that they recruit people, well, one, no, because they already tried to get me. But two, that's a pretty shitty onboarding tactic for an organization if you have to
Mhm.
be on
Yeah,
social
leave-
media.
Leaving a semi-negative comment.
I was just trying to
Wait,
figure out another
Scrolls
reason
back
hate
to like the
him, but-
banana comment. Did they neg her into joining the Band of Bad Guys?
like it is a weird thing to say, right?
Yeah. Makes me want
Yeah.
to scroll back through and see if they've ever commented on any of my stuff, but that's going to take a lot of time.
But also, if they
Yeah,
are
same.
basically a cult, that would make sense as an MO for them to like get people who would be vulnerable to that.
Yeah. So since they contacted us, I followed them back, or I requested to follow them back. It's a private account. So if I can get into it, I might be able to figure out whose it is. It's actually not that hard to do.
All right. Well, I guess we're going on patrol then.
We just try logging into them, just like Black Lily and password I love crime,
I love
or I'm super evil.
B.O.B.
You know, you
rules.
don't
Snakes
get
are
in.
cool.
B.O.B. rules with a Z.
All right. You guys get into
I
the
love
pot.
Professor Nemesis.
He's so cool. Yeah, you guys get into your pod to go to your patrol. You're going to be going to a city on the west coast that is the Portland of the country. It is a smaller city, but still, I mean, not one of the major four. But they will segregate you off to an area, but it's about halfway. So we're gonna take our break for the evening. So make sure you guys get a chance to stretch, take a bathroom break, get your beverages, and we'll be back in 5 to 10. So we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye. Hello, welcome back, everybody. We're about to go out on the town. You guys load up into the pod. Mr. Mister is there. He's very quiet as usual. And so is the kid, and he is going to take you out. You guys are going to... Boy, what's this city called? West Coast. I can't break apart Lumina City because that was a great city name. This is Icarus Town. West Coast. Small town. And by small town, I mean like the town I live in. It's not a big city, but it's close to one. Yeah. Okay. You guys get off the transport. The kid is gonna let you know that I'll be close, but this is the area we're gonna patrol. And if anything comes up, I'll be on the comms. Otherwise, just keep an eye out, okay?
Got it.
Got it, dude.
Sounds good thinking too.
All right. You guys start your patrol. Is there anything you want to do while you're on patrol?
I just want to note that Nancy has a little extra swagger than normal and just
Mhm.
more like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm confident.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me, the Mr. transports are really fast, right? Like obviously
Yes.
way faster than normal, but it's even so, it's still just like a couple minutes to get to
Yeah.
wherever.
Like 10, 15.
Okay. Well, I think if it was that long, just at some point, Billy is going to try and get Sophia just like maybe drop back a bit as we're walking,
Mhm.
just to briefly chat with her. Hey, Nemia, I had a question.
Sure.
Well, given the kind of indicating Nancy and her swagger right now, Devereaux's night last night, we never really actually set a time for us to hang, right?
No, we didn't.
Right. And I realized, we obviously have a lot going on, but also might be good to still make this happen before things get too hectic.
Okay.
And is like trying to read her expressions and body language, which is also different because we're both in our hero costumes, and so like again, Billy's face is like hidden in shadow magically through this. But I mean, I guess maybe we'll have to see how today goes, but would tonight work for you after we get back, or
What day is it?
it's a Tuesday?
Tuesday. Tonight? Yeah. I don't think I have anything.
Okay, cool. Yeah, great.
Cool.
So tentatively tonight, though, kind of looking around briefly, just to obviously, hopefully this is going to be the boring patrol. Well, hopefully not boring, but you know,
Yeah.
you get it.
I guess we'll see.
Okay. Cool. And then we'll just like kind of, I'm trying to figure out if Billy would be the kind to walk, to speed walk ahead so that they're not walking side by side anymore, or drop back, or that eventually figures out a way to, well, Billy overthinks things, Alex overthinks things. Does Billy change walking pace at all until someone else calls attention to it or something? I don't know.
Sophia just lets him struggle.
Yep. Yeah, she should.
Yep.
I
You
think he
guys,
will ultimately just stay by her side until something happens.
mm-hmm. And something does happen. There are some people who ask you for assistance, with like random little things. You get a lot of people who ask you for directions in a city that you don't live in. You get a few, sorry, my headphones are on backwards. You get a few people that will, maybe recognize you. Probably Sophia, you have a bigger following on Instagram, correct? Big enough. You get maybe one or two people who want to ask you for your picture, maybe especially with your new outfit. Everyone's really excited about it. And then they'll maybe get Jupiter in the background and sort of that sort of thing. It's pretty quiet, but you do, as you're kind of scrolling through your phone, see that your request has been accepted for the Black Lily. And when you look at the Instagram, it is a lot of dark flowers, like real, it's like the Instagrammer that has like really up close pictures of a lot of things. There's like food coloring in water, that whole like there's like smoke in the sunset sort of situation. Very artsy Instagram photos and stuff. The Instagram bio just kind of reads, always trying to be more.
Sophia's gonna try to see if they have any linked accounts.
Oh, right, okay. People can do that. Yeah, you find her Twitter, where she has, where they have very similarly artsy probably the same artsy photos that were posted on an Instagram, are also on her Twitter. And there's a lot of tweets about hero restriction and how it seems like it's something that they are very against. A lot of vague stuff. There's not like an outright like this politician needs to be stopped or that sort of thing. It's like, I hate that they're trying to restrict us, and I hate that these rules are in place. It's stupid, like that sort of stuff.
I'm gonna scroll back through a little bit, see if there's any pictures of them or like anything that's got a tagged location, because there was a while there where Twitter was just doing that automatically, which was weird.
You look back and there's really only posts on the Twitter from the last like 2 years, and everything else has either the account was created like 6 years ago, but there's nothing from before 2 years ago. And the Instagram doesn't have any pictures of the person. There is like a dark shadow here and there, or like the shadow of a hand on the wall, you know, like one of those pictures where the sun is streaming in and it's a picture of the shadow of the person on the wall. But there's nothing that has a location on it, but you do notice some as far as like the pictures that show more than just like an up close of something. It does seem to be in a very green area. There's some pictures that it seems to be maybe the Midwest or like middle of the country. I mean, as far as you can tell, there's a lot of greenery. It's not like the desert, or there's not like a lot of pictures of a coast, that sort of thing. So maybe you can take from that, do it a little sleuthing.
Image searches.
Mm-hmm. 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 All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do on this patrol?
Assisting just assisting citizens
Mm-hmm.
in a place we don't live and know nothing about.
Yeah. You guys do hear a bit of a commotion, sort of outside of your specific area of patrol. You get a sort of message over the loudspeaker, over your comms, of the kid that just says, looks like there's a little bit of trouble to the north. It's out of our sector. I'm gonna check in and see if they need any assistance. Stand by. Maybe about 10 minutes go by as you guys make your way sort of to the edge of your walking area. And then you hear the kid come over again and goes, don't worry about it. It looks like Quiver's got it under control. And continue your patrol. And with that, your time on your patrol comes to an end. This is more typical of what a patrol day looks like, as far as there's not a lot of there's not a big bad guy fight every time you go out, sort of thing. You guys hop back in the bean and travel the 15-20 minutes back to the school where Mr. lets you off. The kid is going to let you know that you did a good job today, like no issues. If you need him, he's going to be, he's available whenever. If you want to do some training tomorrow after classes, he's got a few things written up as far as practices that you could do. But other than that, you guys are free to spend your evening as you like.
Jupiter just remembered something. When we were in Russia, there was that box. We never figured out what was in it.
Right.
So she's going to suggest maybe going to Principal Vibes or somebody who can get them in contact with Thalassophobia so that they can maybe talk to them and figure out what was in the box.
You do know that Johnny Vibes, Principal Vibes, he has a lot of the things his hands are tied on, so he can't help you. Like, he couldn't give you information on that even if he wanted to, sort of thing, which is why he inferred that perhaps somebody else will help you. So you do know that Thalassophobia is in contact with the Silver Shepherd, and the other big heroes. So if you wanted to, you could, there's a lot of things you could do. You could get in contact with Blitz to maybe get into contact with their dad, or like, you have avenues to get there if that's what you wanted to do.
Billy, you're up.
Oh,
I want to know what was in the box. And I forgot about it until right now. We had a lot of drama.
sure. Yeah, I can do that. And we'll kind of briefly turn towards Sophia. If you're okay with that, I assume you do want to know what's in the box, but I also understand if you don't want to think about that.
I think I'd rather know.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a second. The shepherd isn't always free, so it might be a bit, but and we'll like close his eyes and focus and essentially do ascending to the shepherd of just like, hey, trying to get in contact with Thalassophobia to follow up on our excursion to Russia. God, I've been working again for a week and I'm already, this is very much a business email that Billy is sending.
To whom it may concern.
Hi, Shepard. I know that you work with a lot of big heroes, and we were hoping to maybe get in touch with Philosophobiya to ask about what happened in Russia. So yeah, if you can get us in touch with him, that would be great. You know where to get me. Okay, bye.
Love you, Dad. Bye.
Billy
Yeah,
has an actual dad.
I know he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you send this message, you can feel it pass through the magical realm through and you feel it sort of reaching its destination. There is a moment before you get a response where the Silver Shepherd just responds with I can put a message through. I cannot guarantee when they will get back to you. Is there anything that I can help you with?
I mean, I did have some other questions. Been trying to Billy would think for a bit. He wouldn't just immediately stream of consciousness
Yeah.
back, but I mean, some of the stuff I was telling you before about does one ask the shepherd about tricks for like nullifying others' powers through magic, or so I think is going to be like, actually, there were a couple things I wanted to ask you about, and so like that, and whatever we discuss as a group of like, how can we get the shepherd to help us look into the band of bad guys without raising too many red flags of like, hey, we're definitely gonna go rogue on this. It's just like, obviously, still concerned about what's happened, and so trying to be better prepared.
All right. This message goes through. Where are you when you're sending this? Are you back in your room? Or are you still with the group?
Depending on if they would have wanted to wait around to get a response, maybe we're still in the locker rooms changing out of our hero outfits, or depending on how long it takes to get back, would be like, okay, yeah, I'll be in my room and let you all know.
What do you guys want to do? I just need to know if y'all are there.
Shower.
Okay.
So no. She's gonna go take a shower and whatever, and she'll check back in when she gets done, like 20 minutes later.
Okay.
All right.
I think Sophia's gonna hang around because she's antsy about it.
Okay.
Nancy goes and showers too and plays on her phone.
Okay. You guys, Nancy and Billy, or Sophia and Billy, you guys are sort of in a more open space. I would say not, well, you can't, there's not a shared locker room there, but you are in the training facility, or like when you get back, the facility where you guys are able to shower and clean up before going back to your dorms or whatever you wish to be doing. The locker rooms. And you, Billy, you feel the presence of magic. And as you do, you kind of turn around and see that there is a portal behind you opening. And Sophia, you've seen Billy's portals. They're slightly wobbly around the outside. There's always like that sort of like ebb and flow of the magic. This is a very clean open to a very rectangular doorway sort of thing, and you look in and see a sight that you've seen before, Billy, a million times. The Silver Shepherd is at their desk with paperwork in front of them, and they glance up very briefly at the two of you and do a motion as if that you can come in.
All right. You don't have to come with if you don't want, but you're more than welcome to. Okay. Yeah.
Going to, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You enter the portal. It remains open, though it does look, as you pass through, the portal sort of shifts so that it's more of a opaque surface.
Yeah.
They are not like closing you in here. But Billy, you would know that this means that the portal on the other side isn't visible, and you can't go through it. So the Silver Shepherd sort of takes a moment. They're writing down something, as they normally do, taking notes. And it's a good 30 seconds of silence before they put their pen down and sort of stand up. And Sophia, have you met the Silver Shepherd before?
I don't actually know.
They're not like around all the time, so it might have been like a special situation. But if you were seeing them for the first time, you kind of look and see this sort of form. They have elongated fingernails and sort of almost gauntlets that are there on they have on their fingers. The sort of a tapestry over both shoulders, plate mail that goes over their chest and stomach. Very lots of robes, lots of dangling things. They have a mask that completely covers their face except for two eye slots that you cannot see through. They wear a head adornment that is sort of a piece in the middle with bars coming out and small dangly bits on the side. And you can feel their presence. Billy gives off a very small magical feeling. Whenever they do magic, it's kind of the taste of copper in your mouth. This is more of a warm sort of blanket that washes over you as you are in this space. Their office that you have come into is completely covered in stone. They have a desk with like probably a billion different books and papers on it. And there's very tall windows that are they're covered in a way that you cannot see out, but a light comes in. Billy, you recognize the warm glow that is normally there, unlike the last time you were here. There's a 2-story balcony that kind of goes around the whole thing. It's a very open area in which to do magic. And the Silver Shepherd stands, places their hand on their chest and gives a nod to you, Sophia, and says, "Oh, welcome to my sanctuary."
Thanks.
You had questions.
Right, yeah. I was just thinking about, given our kind of run-ins with the band of bad guys and what we know about what they're trying to do, trying to be better prepared for if they come for us again.
Of course. What exactly are you asking of me? You want to know more of the players or of what they can do?
I mean, both would be good, right, Sophia?
Shall we wait for your friends, or do you wish to continue before?
They'll probably want to be here for this, but we shouldn't peek on them because I think they both went to go shower.
That is probably for the best. They walk around their desk, and Sophia, they approach you, and sort of, you can feel their mask fall upon you as they are looking at you. You're very lucky to be back and healthy. I'm glad that they did not go into your mind. The physical art of taking over someone's brain can be very messy.
So I'm told.
Your powers came to you in a very unique way, is that correct?
Yeah.
Do you know what caused them exactly?
I mean, not really. I'm not a doctor.
Do not think a doctor could tell you exactly what happened, from what I've been told. You can hear them sort of clinking their nails together as they consider you. Billy,
Do you want me to
have
like do a spin or something or?
No, I can taste the magic on you.
Okay, weird.
Billy, how has your training been going?
Oh, it's been good. was we did some yesterday, and I was working on portals with the rest of the team. And so I think that's getting pretty good. But I do think I maybe should start trying some more blasting magic again soon. Again, want to be ready in case, bad guys come and, I don't have her here looking out for me.
All right. If you need help, you know how to reach me. Perhaps you're ready for. Let me know how it goes. I have something else that perhaps you can try.
Okay. Yeah.
You've come a long way.
Oh, thank you, I think.
I was told of your showing in Russia. It was impressive for you to travel that far with only a slight sense of where you were going.
Right, yeah, that was well, I mean, we had some help from Jupiter's siblings there, but
Yes. Knowing your own restrictions is important as well.
now that I've been there, I'm pretty sure I could get back. But I also don't know why we'd really want to go back to middle of nowhere Russia like that.
That's fair. Did the Lossophobia ever get back to you on the box?
No, that's sort of why we were hoping you could get us in touch with them.
I see. Well, perhaps we should wait for your friends then.
All right.
There
Really
is a
would know
nod.
by now. Is there cell signal within the pocket dimension?
No, but as Jupiter and Nancy emerge from the shower, you've gotten dressed, you emerge from the locker room, you see sort of a wave, like there is a filter over the world, and as you emerge, it becomes clear that there is a portal, a very clear portal open, and inside you can see Sophia and Billy and another figure, Jupiter, that you've seen before. Nancy, you've not seen this person before.
It just kind of like shrugs and walks through it. She sees her friends.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yep. She walks through it too. She's not surprised anymore.
All right, you guys walk through, and you see again this very period space that is, it has an organized chaos to it, but it is very nice. You see the Silver Shepherd standing before you, and they sort of look over the two of you, and place their hand on their chest and just say, I am the Silver Shepherd. I am Billy's mentor.
Cool. Nice to meet you. I'm Nancy.
And you must be Jupiter.
We've met.
Right.
Yeah.
We have met.
She's also still cursed with not being able to lie. Is that, can you get a sense of how much longer that's going to be a thing?
The Silver Shepherd walks up to Jupiter and looks at you very, like, the mask is very hard to tell, but that you see the eyes fall upon you. It should be lifting very soon, if not today.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm sorry that you had to go through that. It must not have been pleasant.
I mean, I've definitely dealt with more unpleasant things. So,
Yes. You were asking about the box.
yes.
I have what was in the box with me here. It is in storage, they say as they look at Billy. Inside
Another one
was,
of your
Okay.
objects.
it is a very powerful amulet. It shields the user from any effects of magic.
That is very powerful. Wow. Okay.
Why would they? I mean, it sounds obvious. Be like, why would they want that? Of course they would want that, but like, do you know specifically why they would want that?
It is difficult for me to get into the mind of those who are not of my own mindset, but if they are worried about. From what I understand, Sophia, you were controlled by a man who was very interested in technology. The melding of magic and science is still unstable. There aren't many that can bridge the gap. If one is dealing in technology, they might fear magic. And from what I understand, the man was perhaps not working with the thought of the band as a whole in mind. Perhaps they were working out of fear.
Interesting. So are you alluding to the fact that there may be discourse within the band of bad guys in itself? Like they might not be of the same goal?
I cannot say. I've not interviewed any of the members. But from what I know, this amulet would shield the wearer from any sort of magic to attempt to come upon them. It will not prevent any magics that are already upon them. But if I was worried about a powerful magic user, it is something that I would have.
And that does seem very useful, but it probably is best if it stays here, at least for now.
Until I determine that it is completely safe, it is still an ancient amulet, and
Right.
I need to
yeah.
do more research onto it to know that it does not have any bad things that go with it.
Right.
So we can't borrow it.
Why would you need to borrow it?
Just for patrols, we could come across a magic user.
Is not something as trivial as that. There is, as far as I'm aware, very few items out in the world that can do something such as this. And as a person who uses magic to defend those who cannot defend themselves, I would prefer it be in safe hands.
That would not be me.
I've put out a call to Thalassophobia. If they are going to get in contact with you, they will do so when they can. It's very difficult to understand their movements.
Right. Well, thank you for that. The, the faculty at the school is not so understanding of being able to, they it would be a lot harder to get in touch with, one of the big heroes through them. So yes.
Give Principal Vibes a little leeway. He's doing the best he can with what he has. His job is to keep you safe, and his hands are tied in most cases. Many of our hands are tied in certain ways.
Well, ours aren't. We can always just go under the guise of being young and reckless. So, if you ever need to do something stupid because you can't.
There is no chuckle, there is no sound, but the Silver Shepherd turns and walks back to his desk. And as he is walking backwards, he says, "Is there anything else that you require from me?"
You were gonna tell us a bit about some of the band of bad guys and what they can do.
Yes. Which do you wish to know about? There are already 2 in custody. There are many to count, and more joining each week.
Is there some kind of leader that the heroes have been able to identify? Or
You see him, or you see them sit down and place their hands together, clicking their fingernails together, their gauntlet nails together, for a moment in contemplation. There is one that seems to be in charge more than the others. It's hard to say who the leader is, but from what we've found, the person called the Last Laugh seems to be the one with the most power and control.
What can you tell us about this person?
Unfortunately, not much. They have some sort of ability to allow themselves to change their power set. From one week to the other, they can do different things, new things that they could not do before, or they have so many abilities that it's unclear which are new and which are not.
Shady.
It's been hard to track them. Millie, did you tell the Silver Shepherd that you went to their facility?
yeah,
Mhm.
if the shepherd hadn't been briefed on that by the other adults when Billy
Okay.
told them about it,
That's
definitely
true.
would have,
Yeah.
talked about that whole experience.
At some point, Billy, I wish to speak to you about the facility. Perhaps I can, with your permission, reach into your mind and grab a location. It would not be pleasant. But perhaps you can. They kind of take a breath out. With guidance, perhaps you can take others there.
Right. Yeah, because I think I could get myself back there, but that's not as good as having more people. How unpleasant would it be for you to get it from me?
You said you do not know where it was. You just have been there.
Yeah, like I could have pointed out on a map, but the way my portals work, it's a lot of energy and emotion, and I have a connection to that place now, so I could get back there by tugging on that connection.
And I would have to do so from the outside in. Playing with emotions in that way can be quite painful.
Billy takes, big gulp, thinks about it for a little bit. Kind of looks at the rest of the team to see how they are maybe reacting to this. Yeah,
That's up to you. I can do what I can to help it be a little bit more comfortable.
yeah.
This is
Let's
not a
do it.
decision you need to make now. I would need to prepare and
Okay.
inform the others that this was the path. Doing this spell would be temporary. It's not something that I would be able to gain the knowledge of and contain. It would be a fluid motion.
Okay. Well, I do think you should start the preparations and let me know when it's time.
I will do that. You are very brave, Billy. They nod.
Billy doesn't know how to respond to that, so just kind of nods.
The Silver Shepherd stands once again and sort of walks in front of their desk. And they look at you, Nancy, and they kind of place their palm out. May I?
Sure.
You give them your hand, and you kind of feel, again, with Billy's magic, it's kind of unstable. It's kind of like an ebb and flow of the water, but this magic is very warm and washes over you. And you see your hand begin to blacken as they hold it. You don't feel anything, but the black ichor that is on your hand moves back up onto your arm and to your shoulder for just a moment. And as they remove their hand from your palm, they kind of just look to you and say, I'm sorry that you've been afflicted with this curse. From what I can tell, it has been etched into you by blood.
Okay.
It was a family curse.
I mean, the person who gave it to me is a close family friend.
I see. Those who trust in magic and those that can perform magic have a deeper bond with the magic. If you open yourself to those who can perform these things, it can cut deeper. And I am sorry.
I mean, I'm kind of used to it now, but thanks.
When the darkness reaches your heart, there will be no recovery.
Would Nancy know this?
You're not quite sure how far along your curse is, I guess. But this is more of a visual representation of your 2 doom signs that you've already got.
Yeah.
And it is a little bit jarring, and it's a visual reminder of something that you're like, yeah, no, I know that I'm doomed, and then you kind of can see it, and it's
You're like, oh shit.
yeah.
Yeah, Nancy just kind of like, okay, I didn't think it was quite that far, but I just have to act faster, I guess.
Maybe a way to reverse it, but I do not have that skill.
Do you know who does?
They tap their fingers together again. I could ask.
I'm not ready to part with it just yet, but I think I will at some point.
You play with danger. That is respectable.
Thanks.
Is there anything else? They look out to the group.
You know about specific band of bad guys members, right?
Certain ones, as much as we can, yes.
Is there anybody like plant themed, like flowers?
There is a girl named Lily. She is recent to the group. I believe she is in your class.
Wait, so Black Lily is Banana Lily?
I do not know what you speak of.
The most recent person from our class who went there was her name was Lily, but her hero name was Banana. She has a snake that she can control.
Yes,
Is there another Lily?
that is the Lily that I'm speaking of. As far as flower-based control, there is nothing that I'm know of. There is the smoke manipulation, fire, of course. There is one member who can create minions out of skeletons and dead things, water manipulation, snakes, shadow creatures, light beam, sorcery,
Hmm.
control of technology.
It was worth a shot.
Why do you ask?
Just a hunch.
All right. If you require anything else of me, you know how to reach me.
Well, thank you for your assistance as always.
All right. They sit back down at the desk and the portal solidifies. You're able to move back through.
As soon as we get like to normalcy, I'm like, oh man, anybody else feel like you're holding your breath that whole time?
Yeah, they have that effect on me too.
Guess I've just gotten used to it.
That's your mentor?
Yeah, I mean, the Shepherd is one of the world's foremost experts in magic, and they've been a great help. And I mean, when I first got my magic, I nearly blew up all my friends. So, I've come a long way since then.
Yeah, that dude's scary.
They are pretty intense, but I guess you just kind of get used to it.
Huh.
Well, hopefully that wasn't too unsettling for all of you.
No,
No, it's totally fine when someone in a mask looks at you and says, I can taste the magic on you.
Yeah, that one was weird. I'm sorry. I don't really taste magic, so I don't know what they were talking about.
Okay, well, if you ever say something like that to me, I will probably punch you out a window.
Yeah, you gonna turn all super weird too? Like they are?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm learning a lot from them, but I'm not training to become their replacement or anything.
Yeah, and
Sophia
you're not-
gets really close to Nancy. I can taste the curse on you.
Good, does it taste like cherries?
wait, do me. Do I taste like an alien?
I can taste the pheromones. No, that's weird.
That's even
Yeah.
weirder.
Ew.
Jupiter tastes like green apple, I bet.
Like a watermelon
Not
Jolly
grape?
Rancher.
You don't think Jupiter tastes like grape?
Oh, that's the trick of it. You never know with aliens.
Now I gotta know what we all taste like. Cool. That's never gonna leave my brain.
You already know what one of them tastes like.
Ayo, you do.
But they don't know that yet.
Anyways,
Anyways, Billy. Billy,
Uh.
don't apologize for them. That's not. Yeah, sure, they're weird. That's no reflection on you. That's awesome how much stuff you learn from them. And
Yeah, it's
thanks
really
for
cool.
getting in touch. We learned a lot. I'm terrified, but I learned a lot. I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna die soon, but
We gotta like suck that curse out of you.
when they take the
There has
curse,
to be a
like
better verb for that.
Then we'll definitely know what she tastes like.
It's like it's venom.
am I gonna die though? Or like I'll lose my powers, won't I?
And
Don't know.
how much of your powers are from the curse?
I don't know. I thought all of them were, but I guess I've always had it, so I don't really know the difference.
You were cursed as a baby, right?
Yeah.
So how would you ever know what was curse related and what was?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe you have some cool power that like your curse powers are just like overshadowing.
That's possible. I don't know if I want to be a superhero my whole life. I mean, I do, but I
Think
don't
of all
know.
the knitting and crocheting you could do if you didn't have to do superhero stuff.
Oh my God. I would have blankets on blankets on blankets. Me and Jackie's little pups. We'd have all kinds of blankets for each of them if we ever had pups. Just joking. You know how you get ahead of yourself sometimes.
Do you?
Do you?
I don't think like
I'm
I
just
don't I
saying, like-
overthink things. I don't usually overthink in that direction.
Me and anyone, when we have pups, I just said Jackie
Mhm.
because Jackie is
A
the person I'm
normal
seeing right
thing that humans totally call their children.
now. I mean, I do. You don't know my family, Sophia. It's fine. We
Hey,
all
real
Yes, I
talk,
did.
my parents and their friends always called us kids their dingoes. So and that's what we call our dogs now. They're our dingoes.
see.
So
Not that weird. Anyways,
Right.
I'm hungry.
If there's one thing about this is still bothering me though, is this Lily thing.
they can't be the same person because Black Lily commented on banana lilies.
Yeah, why would Lily comment on her own post?
She
I
has
don't-
split
she won't.
personalities.
So Black Lily has to be somebody else, I would think. I don't know. This is too much.
Unless,
Just been playing a long
Unless-
con all this time.
or it's a mind control situation.
I don't know. She didn't seem like a criminal mastermind to me when I knew her, but what do I
I
know?
don't know. Something's weird about it.
I agree. I'm hungry too. So Nancy, you want to go down to like the cafeteria, get some dinner or something?
Yeah. Maybe they'll have some butterscotch pudding.
If not, let's just like walk to the store.
Okay. You guys coming?
We still got to shower. At least I still want to shower because we
Yeah, I'm
didn't
kinda
do
gross.
that yet.
We'll wait for you down in the cafeteria.
Or we won't. Judah's catching like a vibe. Like,
Oh, or
It-
yeah, we want to go to the store. We'll see.
yeah, just text
Nancy's
us if
like,
you're
"Oh,
gonna come down. If not, we'll see you tomorrow at
I think
class.
there was maybe the briefest of glances between Billy and Sophia before Jupiter picked up on that. But
Yeah,
so it's just, oh,
I caught it.
Okay.
caught it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
we'll see you guys tomorrow morning or later
Okay.
tonight. Just text us. And
As
Nancy
we
and I are
walk
gonna go get
away,
dinner.
yeah, as we walk away, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. I'm so glad you said something.
They looked at each other all weird. There was
Well-
like that, normally like, if like we're inviting Sophia to get food, she's like, yeah, I'm there, like she eats more than both of us combined. She needs the calories. She doesn't pass up going down. Plus, when it's Tuesday, it's tacos. She would never pass that up if there wasn't like something else going on. So
Nancy just kind of trails off, like, man, girls make you dumb. Just walks away.
let's go get some tacos
Tacos.
and butterscotch pudding.
Yeah, you guys make your way to tacos. Sophia and Billy do your showering thing. Sophia, when you get out of the shower, you have an Instagram DM from Black Lily. Says, "Love your new outfit. Very cool."
So respond. Thanks. Worked hard on it.
You made it yourself? So cool.
Yeah, not a big deal. Waits for a minute.
Mhm.
So you're gonna tell me who you are, or
I mean, that's kind of the nice thing about the internet. You can be anonymous, right? Sorry, I don't mean to be creepy.
No, it's fine. I understand. Hard when your face is always out there.
Yeah. And all your powers on display? That's gotta be crazy.
Yeah, pretty weird.
Well, if you ever find yourself in Spark City, look me up.
Can't if I don't know who you are.
That's fair. If you're ever in Spark City, let me know. I'll look you up.
Okay.
Smiley
Always have
face
time for a
emoji.
fan.
Smiley face emoji with a tongue.
Okay. Immediately she goes and shows Billy.
Yeah, Billy would have texted you after his shower, just like probably, or probably goes over to her room. But oh, huh, wow, oh, okay,
Yeah, stalk her much?
yeah. Um, she's not going to be in Spark City, right? Or if we go there, it'll be a way to get there, but it's gonna be a trap, probably.
Oh, of course.
Well, should we go get dinner and we can talk about this more, or
Sure. Yeah, I'm starving.
um, do you want to go off campus for it, or
Right. Yes. We talked about that.
right? Yeah, I mean, we did have a busy afternoon, but yeah.
Sure.
Cool, cool. Anything in particular, or
Well, it would be tacos.
right? Um, I mean, I think the Shell Hut has a Taco Tuesday special.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Billy probably would know, like, how much does Sophia eat out in public, because they were just joking about you eating so much more, but like, does she put down a worrying amount of food in public that others are like, it's always
Not
a
in
spectacle?
public. No, not in
Yeah.
public.
Okay, so it just be like, and we can definitely get more to go, so that if we go maybe a walk in the park afterwards or something, you can keep eating.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
Well-
gonna change. So
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'll just be out here. We'll like go out and close the door.
Sophia, you continue to get ready for your evening. Billy waits. Nancy and Jupiter are in the cafeteria, gossiping and chatting. And I think that's where we're going to leave it for the evening because it's getting late and we have things to do. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and doing all this fun stuff. We have to do stars and wishes and end of session things. So let's start with end of session things. It's a very chill episode today, kind of mostly. So who wants to go first as to whether they grew into their own, grew closer to the group, or grew further away? And you can do stars and wishes as well if you have them.
I can go. I think Sophia grew into her own image of herself because she did a couple of competent things and feels like she helped and might have found something.
Yeah.
And feels good about that.
Good.
I don't know. I'll shift my labels in a minute.
Okay.
I don't know which ones I'm gonna do, but
That's fair.
I will do that in a moment. I'm gonna give my star to Tanya because Nancy has such a fun energy this whole time, this whole session. And it's fun to see her like go out of her comfort zone and stuff. I really enjoyed that a lot. And my wish, I did not think this far ahead. My wish is for us to get into a scrape. It's been a while since we fought anything. That wasn't me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. I dig it. Who's next?
I can go. I think Billy grew closer to the team because there was the the concerted effort to do the group training, and I mean, even before when so the specific person is going to be Nancy with the whole like, and I need a boy's opinion too for this, even though it's like, wait, what? But so the efforts both socially and teamwork or training wise to be more of a team. So I'm giving influence to Nancy because I'd taken it away at one point. And then, gosh, do I want potential to clear a condition? I think I'll clear my hopeless condition because again, it's kind of like, oh, we are functioning as a team again. So that's good. Stars and wishes, gosh. I think my star is going to go to Rachel / Jupiter for all the, supportiveness in all the dating endeavors and trying to play not quite matchmaker, but like being everyone's hype man, I guess. Then I think my wish is for somehow the rest of the team to find out that Sophia and Jupiter made out and just see how that changes things, if at all, or if Nancy Billy are just like, okay. But to have that come out in some capacity.
All right. I like it. I dig it. Cool.
I'll go next. When Nancy finds out, she's gonna be like, what? Anyway, stars and wait. I want to say Nancy maybe she grew close to the team, but I think she more so grew into herself because she went on a date and like she felt good about herself, used her powers to pump herself up. And then you shift labels when you do that.
Yeah, you shift your own.
Okay. I'm doing that now. And I want to say also that I have to mark my track or find out if I got closer to defeating my nemesis. I'd like to think with sharing my theories with Jackie, that kind of helps spread that out in the world.
Yeah, you did give some insight into that.
Yeah, so I get to mark a potential for that. I can't find right now. Oh, here we go. Stars and wishes. I'm just such a sucker for awkward Billy. I have to give my star again. It's like my favorite thing in the whole game, I think. Just like hanging back and trying to talk Sophia. I don't know. I always want to give my star to everybody. And wishes. I wish Sophia and Billy would figure their shit out. I want to know what's going to happen there. That's all I got.
All right.
That's me then.
Yep.
I'm having a tough time with this one because I feel like, we did a lot of team things, but she also like suggested a lot of the team things. So she's kind of like feeling real leadery and kind of like growing into, you know what I mean? Like her own image. So I think I'm going to go with that. She's feeling like, I don't know, kind of like team leadery and in control for a minute. She was like, kind of, hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do this. And it, worked out okay this time, as opposed to the last couple of times that she's tried to suggest things or done things and they ended in disaster. Uh, so I will shift my labels and I'm going to shift my mundane down and my superior up. And for my stars and wishes, I'm going to have to give my star to LB tonight because we have like derailed, I think, like the past several sessions of like plans that she's had for us. And like just rolls with it, you know, like I feel like this group never does anything that she is expecting us to do and just absolutely rolls with it every time. She just creates characters and scenarios. It just rolls with the punches for us. And I just love that. Thank you for dealing with our chaos all the time. You deserve the star and several others because we are a group of ridiculous humans that derail even your most carefully laid out plans. And yeah, my wish is that somebody finds out that Sophia and Jupiter made out, but not because they tell anybody, but because they get caught doing it again.
I love that. I'm sorry, guys, I missed some of the redemptions that you have, but before we go, we will do a Megathwarp. But yeah, so I will do my stars and wishes. My star, I feel like that's a cop out. I want to be like, my star goes to the team. I'm gonna give my star to Billy, for reaching out to people, to someone, to the Silver Shepherd, to get information, trusting an adult in that way. I know as teens, very easy to just say, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to, I want to do this on my own. But understanding that also, if they want information or if they want, training or whatever it is, sometimes you need help, and that's okay. Especially as teenagers and even as adults, everyone out there. So that was good. I like that. My wish, I appreciate Rachel, your thing. I love all of this interpersonal drama and stuff. My wish is that I want to give you guys more information, so you guys are on the right track to do that. My wish is that you guys I want more smooches. That's it. I feel like that's a good one out there. I want more smooches out there. So yeah, that's it. So why don't we just do a quick, everyone go around, tell people where you can find where they can find you, what you do. And we'll go around same order as usual, and we'll get this going. We're gonna raid Indoor Adventures tonight because they are doing their Witchlight series, which is amazing. So yeah, sounds good. Savvy, take it away.
Hello, it's me. I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets. You can find me on Twitter. I tweet every time I go live. But you can find me here on Sunday nights, and then Thursday through Mondays, you can find me on twitch.tv/game nights, where I live.
Thank you very much. Rachel.
Hey, that's me. You can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth, where I have not been streaming recently, but hope to be back soon. And here on Sundays with my friends doing this. That's it.
Tanya.
Find me at Tanya Rowland Places Instagram, which I'm much like Nancy, kind of use it, kind of don't. Or the Abominable Pugs, where you can look at pug pictures. And that's it. Thanks.
And last but not least, Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex. Some guy on the internets, mostly over on GGK, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays. Should be back this Tuesday running my Masks game over there. I'm just remembering where I left y'all with that last time, and that got very ominous, so we'll see how y'all deal with that. Yeah.
And I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Twitches. The next channel, this channel is going to be live is on Tuesday afternoon, where I'm going to be streaming. I might do Dead by Daylight. I might do Death's Door. I haven't decided yet. It is just how I roll. But yeah, You can find us there. Check my Twitter for things. We are going to go through rebranding soon to the Hack Recklessly channel, which it kind of already is, but we're going to do new overlays and all that sort of stuff. I just have to find the right person to do these things. So that's it from me. Thank you to all my cast for hanging out with us and for doing the cool things you do, for doing the crazy things that you do, and I love it very much. So until next time, I'm LB Hackemup. Hack recklessly. Bye.